resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Using his legs, it's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. was loose. Offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Running the red zone. It's Martin. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense.
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the shotgun. Here's an inside give.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Rodgers. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Smith takes the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. takes the handoff. It's Martin. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Iowa has the ball back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Gonna try to get it himself. Got a 1st down. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Working on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Rodgers. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. blasted as he lets it go. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. Hard running there. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He now has 62 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Gonzalez. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Looking left. It's caught. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab down the middle. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Finds his tight end. Inside the 25. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly to the flat wide receiver screen. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Going for it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Creates a little room. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Dynasty Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Rides to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Dynasty Lions are on the move. Looking for room, it's Hayes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Dynasty Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. Fights off a defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And they get him down. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
The give to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive gains.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Here's the pressure. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it though.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Play action. Rush is on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hawkeyes want to crank their tempo. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The play-action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got the 1st down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quick shovel pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll send the back in motion. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back now.
And that's sure field.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one back. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.